with News Radio 816. Check out our YouTube channel, News Radio 816. This is Paul and my main man,
Jesse Westbrook.
And we're here with our co-host today,
Carl Adams.
And Carl Adams is my roommate. He's a brother from another mother, a mother from another sada, a sada from another kata. Who the fuck cares where he's from? But he's our guest host today, and we're gonna get into some real shit.
So basically, I'm just gonna grab the mic away from Paul really quick and bust the doors open right off the hinges, really quick, with a discussion that everybody wants to hear about right now. Is their opinion on Donald Sterling? And I know it's overdone. Is it overdone?
It really is, though.
Carl,
It's getting to that point.
it's getting to that point, but we're gonna touch it. I mean, we're gonna love it, and we're gonna touch it just a little bit. Donald Sterling. Carl, give me your take on it.
My honest take is that, from what I've read and seen on TV, he was in a private setting, in his own personal time. What he says, that's his business. Why should we care? It's been known for a while now that he, is a little bit on the racist side. Why is it just now coming to a point where he is banned from the NBA? He can't go to any Clippers games, the facilities, practices, nothing. They're trying to shove him out.
Right, he had basically $1 billion franchise, and this comes upon him, and now he's subjected to selling the team from a 29-0 vote from the NBA league. How is that fair? I don't understand that.
Oh, they did take a vote?
Well, yeah, it was alleged that every one of the owners in the NBA were going to take a vote, and they are all going to say he should sell the team and he will sell the team.
Well, that's a bylaw.
Right. Well, it's within the NBA franchise, and still I don't agree with it.
No.
I want to know who regulates all those things. I want to know who regulates and decides that, hey, this guy, just because he's a racist, okay, we're going to scratch freedom of speech out. And I'm just going to say really quick, I'm not racist myself. But, I mean, it's still at one point in time, I am really for the freedom of speech, that we have in America right now. And if you're outspoken, especially like how Carl brought up, within your own home, these things.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm just wondering why everybody's so condescending upon this. And I mean, he's the owner, owns this. And it's not like, and if I could bring this up really quick, it's not like he's only allowing white players on his team. He's not setting all of a sudden this, this horrible racial standard for the LA Clippers right now.
Right, he pays black players.
He pays black players.
Multi-million-dollar contracts.
And I mean, honestly, if you're a fan, would you really not go to the game based upon an owner?
Well, they were saying that they wouldn't.
You're not there for the owner, you're there for the players,
Yeah.
I don't go there and be like, oh, there's Donald Sterling, that's why I'm here.
But who got those players?
I'm assuming it would have to go through him at some point.
Yeah.
The channels would work their way through and he would have some say,
right.
Hold on, just so we can clarify everything, that all three of us, really quick, will answer this question simultaneously. Is Donald Sterling a piece of shit? Yes.
Yes.
So now we can get over that. He is a piece of shit, but let's look at his personal rights that each of us fucking have, given our American fucking right to say whatever we want. He's an old fucking white male who has a mulatto girlfriend, who is set in his ways, and has a mulatto girlfriend. He's banging a half-black girl to begin with.
Yeah. Which doesn't make any sense. And even in, I read a piece of paper today, in a post that said LeBron James in 2010, when he was looking, to be a free agent within the next couple of years, said he did not want to go to the LA Clippers due to the fact that Donald Sterling was their owner.
Good for him. No, good for him. That is his athletic and his point of view to looking at a franchise.
But was it due to the fact that Donald Sterling was racist?
No, he's done this.
Did LeBron James foresee it? Did LeBron James foresee that Donald Sterling was racist?
Well, first of all, whatever could get him out, out from underneath the Lakers? Seriously. Will you ever see? Okay,
I'm talking about LeBron James here, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Lakers then.
Yeah, so it's definitely not Lakers, but it's still an interesting fact. But regardless, Donald Sterling, I don't necessarily know if he deserves what he got, but us and what we're doing now, Need to figure out something more plausible
Well,
as opposed to this dude selling his team. He worked so hard to get this team inside of his possession, and now you have 29 other people saying, "Man,
How
you
long has
said
he
it."
owned him for? He's owned him for like forever.
He's owned
man.
him.
for forever, man.
Carl.
I don't know exactly how long, but I've known the other day, like ESPN, they're showing like some old ass, video of him at the games, watching the games, going to practice. I mean, he's owned them for a minute now, and it's just because he says one N-word, and that just crumbles everything, which makes no sense.
No.
Sorry, Paul.
No, you're good. I mean, he said a little bit more than that. He said, you can't bring. I mean, like
his games.
Right. His girl took she took photos with Magic Johnson. She took photos with other black males and stuff like that. And and he said he wasn't okay with that.
Is this not just a reaction of a jealous boyfriend?
Right.
Or
I would agree with that.
Could that possibly be it? I mean, is this being overdone?
Opinion is that I don't care what color you are, what you think you are. My opinion is everybody is at some point a little racist.
Yeah.
That is my personal opinion.
So why should this man be forced to sell his team?
There's not one specific example that I can give, but there's always been times where you come off a little racist, and I'm sure everybody has that point.
Would we call 610 Sports Radio, a very close neighbor of ours, love radio
broadcast
hosts at 610, but I mean, do they seem a little bit liberal as far as their media goes? Not calling us Republican, but a little bit liberal as far as not going to the actual constitutional rights of a certain person. I mean, is he an asshole? Yes, we've already agreed in the fact that he's an asshole. But should he have his own rights in saying what he said within the confines of his own home?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did he publicly? Was he up on a podium and said these things?
No, he had a 25, 26-year-old supermodel. I don't know how old she was.
Mulatto.
Record him without him knowing about it. And that's how it got out, and that's how it got leaked.
That should hold no weight
No,
in and of
it shouldn't.
itself.
And it shouldn't. And that makes no sense to me. But regardless of the fact, this dude's about to sell his team. It's about to be bye-bye. I hope to God that Kanye West buys this team, brings it to Kansas City, and we call it the Kansas City fucking Clippers. Let's go.
Honestly, does Kanye West have enough money to buy the team?
He has plenty of money.
I don't think he does.
Regardless, there's been
buy a
celebrities.
franchise.
There's been celebrities lining up to buy this franchise.
Bring
it to Kansas City.
Does Kansas City deserve a basketball team?
Of course they do.
Let's
go through our team.
Let's home on this really quick. Does Kansas City deserve a basketball team?
How does it not? Back in the 1970s, we had the Kansas City Kings, which are now the Sacramento Kings. Bring a franchise back to Kansas City. How could we not store the population to show up for a basketball game?
If you want my opinion, if you really want my opinion, we will not get a basketball team before St. Louis gets a basketball team.
I don't believe that in any way, shape, or form.
No. Listen to me on this. Due to the population of St. Louis has like 2/3 the amount compared to Kansas City. Their population, the amount that they would bring in from a basketball team would be way more. Look at the surrounding NBA teams, first of all, within the Midwest. I mean, what do you have? The Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah.
That's really the closest as far as teams to root for within the Midwest.
Yeah, 4 hours away.
4 hours away. I would have to say that St. Louis has to get an NBA team before Kansas City gets an NBA team.
St. Louis can never adapt to an NBA team for one reason, because one, Kansas City's already had an NBA team back in the 70s, and two, Kansas City is an NBA town. Whenever you have an exhibition game and it's at the Sprint Arena and you have LeBron James come in,
we do
with
have the
Dwayne
arena
Wade,
for it.
And we do that. We have the Sprint
agree.
Center, and
we have the arena.
And there's already been close negotiations within the NBA to have a Kansas City team in Kansas City. Then we are that close. And we were that close to having the Oklahoma City Thunder and having Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook and all these players that are on the Oklahoma City Thunder within Kansas City's reach.
What was that, like 3 years ago?
Yeah, it was 3 years ago, and that's where we should have been. And it shouldn't be in Oklahoma City. It should be in Kansas City right now. And we should have Oklahoma City Thunder, and it should be Kansas City Thunder. It shouldn't be that. We should already have an NBA team.
That would be nasty.
It would.
That sounds good.
It would.
Don't get me wrong.
We have the
Kevin
Kansas
Durant,
City Royals. We have the Kansas City Chiefs. Our fans show up. We have the number one fans in the motherfucking United
Have you
States of
seen-
America.
I would have to agree.
You gotta throw-
I would have to agree.
Sporting
Our fans-
KC game.
our
And Sporting
fans-
KC, thank
Sporting
you.
KC, you guys need to go like a game there. You fans, Kansas City fans, they're fucking crazy.
We show up. We don't care if we haven't won a game in 3 months. No matter what it is, we're still showing up and rooting for our teams. Can't the Midwesterners? Still, we fans have that heart, man. Kansas City fans have that heart.
And we do. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we're there. We'll always be there. So why do we not have an NBA team? And that's what frustrates me the most as an individual, being a Kansas Cityan and an 816ian, why we don't have an NBA team. And that's what frustrates me the most.
And we should, because who we're supposed to root for at that point?
Well, we root for the Royals, the Chiefs. Bring an NBA team.
No, I'm talking
in.
NBA. NBA
What
right
NBA? You talk to any
Who-
other.
who do we root
you
for?
talk to anybody, they're like, "Oh, you're a bandwagon fan." Like, well, who do you expect me to root for?
Yeah, exactly.
There's nowhere,
We
you know.
don't have anyone to root for. We jump on the nearest fucking bandwagon around us. All we see is talent, and then we jump on it because there is no team that represents our city right off the bat. There's not even with a state close. Stay close. We have Oklahoma south of us. That's honestly the closest team. So all of a sudden, it's if I'm a Heat fan, now I'm jumping on the bandwagon because I'm not an Oklahoma City Thunder fan. At that point, now does that make me jump on the bandwagon? Does Kansas City deserve an NBA team?
Of course
Yes.
they do. Yeah. They do. And they
The Rams
truly
have
do.
won a Super Bowl. The Rams have won a Super Bowl. Cardinals have won multiple World Series.
True.
But regardless, they can't support an NBA team. They can't do it, and Kansas City can, and that's what the bottom line is.
You're right. We have more money out here.
We have more
We
money.
have,
We have more
money
people.
on this side of the
Kansas
state.
City's in the top 20 of attracting young
Yeah.
people from the ages of 25 to 30, and that's exactly where Kansas City's headed.
Don't get me
That's
wrong.
why
Our
we
baseball
need an
team's going to
NBA
do
team.
nasty.
Oh yeah.
Detroit Tigers. I mean, no, I don't see it. But wild card for sure. I don't know. I don't know if we're